Hello, Critical Beauty Salon viewers. Today, I have the pleasure of interviewing Miss Earth 2020, Lindsey Coffee. As you know, her reign ends in a few days, so I'm so happy to invite her back to my show where she can talk about her reign as Miss Earth 2020 and also talk about her plans after her reign. So we're just waiting for her to log into the chat room. Okay, I think she's already trying to get in. Let's admit her.
Hi.
Hey, Lindsey, darling.
Oh my God, you look amazing. Oh my, look at your background. I love that though.
Thank you.
Look at this headband. I love that.
Well, I'm wearing green in your honor.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it as usual. So thoughtful.
Well, you look like you've been rejected by the nuns. What's up with that? With that?
Oh my goodness.
With that convent look?
Yes. Yes. I went to the convent. I was like, I really want to be a nun. I think I would fit in so great. Please take me in. And they're like, girl, you have more work to do. You can't be here. You need to go out in nature. You have more work. God has told you to walk this path. You're not ready to come here yet. And I was like, sister, I agree with you. I will return once I fulfill my duties. So this is just my half almost there nun outfit. And then I'll go full nun. I'll go full nun once my journey has been completed.
Well, I think they will officially accept you if you promise to take the vow of silence. But it's very hard to be silent, especially if you're a title holder. You know what I mean, baby?
And especially whenever you have a talking problem, because I like to talk a lot.
Mm-hmm.
So
yes,
that would be
Oof.
you know what? I'm gonna have to change the game for the nun world. So I might have to just shake it up a little bit. Like I shook up Miss Earth, being the first USA title holder. That's what I do. So I'm gonna just go in and shake up the church.
Well, you can always create your own order. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go and create my own covenant.
Exactly. Require every applicant to recycle, reuse, refurbish, whatever. There's a 5 hours.
Yes, absolutely. I agree with you. I love this idea. I think we're onto something.
So, oh my God. A year ago, actually not quite a year ago, that memory still stuck in my mind of you not realizing that you had actually won Miss Earth 2020. I still have that video of you, fixing your face in front of the camera, not realizing.
So embarrassing. Like, so embarrassing. Why couldn't Carousel cut that out? Like, it's so embarrassing. I'm literally like, I'm going to pull my dress up. Makes no sense.
Yeah. Are you in New York City? Where are you? Are you in New York?
Yes. So I was in LA for a bit of a time, and then I ended up going to come back to LA or New York like a week ago.
Okay, all right. Well, New York is it. New York is like the center of the world. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Everything's based on New York time as well. I mean, Wall Street, which is like basically the entire world economy. So everything runs on New York time.
So how do you feel that your reign is almost over? Are you sad?
I'm so happy. No, yeah, of course.
You're happy?
So thrilled. No, I'm so sad, to be honest with you. The feelings I'm experiencing are so conflicting because I remember just looking back, I don't even know how to describe it. I just had so many emotions running through my head. I wanted to do this and that. I just had such an agenda and a goal list, and now having it end with me feeling like I still had so much more work to do and so much that I wanted to accomplish. It's a struggle. It really is. It's really difficult for me, but I mean, I can't let that haunt me, and I have to really look forward to the future and what I can do with what I have in the moment, not really kind of look back in the past and be like, I should have done this. I should have said this. Mm-hmm. I really need to focus on the present, focus even on our new title holder, what she can accomplish, what we can maybe even do together. So it's very sad for sure, but it's just something that it's part of life. You just kind of have to accept it.
Exactly. Well, I can't wait. I really can't wait for the pageant to occur because, I have my favorite. I think I told you, right? So
Did you tell me?
No, I think
this must have been.
no, like literally, like a few days ago, I through Instagram, I literally said, I can't wait for you to crown this. I can't.
Oh wait, did you?
Crown her.
Let me hold on. Let me see. Wait, let me see. Oh, yeah. I remember that. Okay, I remember that.
But I'm not going to mention the name. I'm not going to mention the name.
We will not mention it. We'll not mention it. Afterwards, maybe.
Maybe.
Afterwards,
maybe. And we'll have the new winner and you invite back to my show, and we can chat. We can have a little all girls talk. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's
little girls talk. Yeah, absolutely. And we can all wear green bandanas.
Yeah, exactly. Now, do you get to keep the Miss Earth crown?
No.
Are they gonna make a replica at least, like a little tiara maybe?
No.
What?
No. Wish I
Carousel
could.
Productions. Carousel Productions. You need to replicate that Miss Earth crown and give it to Lindsey for Christmas.
Yes, please. I think so. Apparently, every Miss Earth title holder, they've never had a replica, and I feel like they should, because this is a once in a lifetime opportunity. So you want to have that like memorabilia.
Exactly.
You want to be able to wake up in the middle of the night and be like, hey, I want to put on my crown from back then. Like, let me put it on. Yeah.
I mean, it could be made of recyclable materials. It could be plastic. It could be wood.
Absolutely.
It could be paper. Anything just to resemble.
Can you imagine a wood crown? I would love to have a wood crown, a wooden crown.
Oh yeah, fireproof, by the way.
Yeah, fireproof wood. That would be hilarious, having a wooden crown.
Oh my God. So you've had quite a very interesting reign. And of course, because of the pandemic, you were still able to travel to a few countries. What was the most memorable moment? I know you went to Belgium, to Greece, and Guatemala. Tell us a little bit about your trips. Let's start with Belgium. What did you like about Belgium? Besides the Belgian fries.
Oh my goodness. Those fries were seriously the best fries I've ever had in my life. Yeah. They were so good. Like I literally will go back to Belgium just for the fries. But aside from the fries, I really did love meeting with the Miss Earth team there. They were so funny, so welcoming. Honestly, it felt like I've known them forever. We would just sit down and just like shoot the breeze, just say like crazy things. Like we had no filter. We would just let everything out, which was so fun. And then also meeting Michala for the first time, which was crazy. And I remember thinking whenever I was going to travel, I really did want to meet her, because I felt whenever I was looking at all the elemental queens, I felt like I connected with her, even though we've never met, just because, or even really spoken actually. But I connected with her because I felt that we had so many similarities, where that was her first pageant. She's never done anything like that before. She's also part of the entertainment industry. So I just was like, I really hope to meet her soon. And then she ended up being the first queen invited on the trip with me. So that was super exciting. Belgium, just Europe, history, a lot of architecture, love it. So it was quite amazing for sure.
Was that a first time for you to go to Belgium?
It was my first time in Belgium. Yeah, it was my first time. It was my first time.
Go ahead.
What's that? Oh, it was my first time in every country except Greece. I've been to Greece, but I was only in Crete, so I've never been to Athens. So it was my first time in Athens.
Okay. One of my favorite photos of you while you were in Belgium is that I think you're eating ice cream right next to the iconic Mannequin Pis statue.
Oh, it was a waffle. It was a Belgian waffle, and yes, he was
waffle.
Okay.
I thought that
but
was.
I'm sitting there like smiling. Yeah, literally smiling, eating my waffle while this like little statue's peeing behind me. So funny. But I didn't know that was just a thing. I didn't know that was a famous statue. So there's two of them. There was one that I took a photo of, and then like down the alleyway, there was another one. It wasn't as big, so it was kind of like hidden in a wall, and there was like another just pea statue right there. So did you
get a souvenir of the mannequin? Like
I held a little jar.
Mannequin piece earrings maybe dangling.
That would honestly be one of a kind. If I could find that, I probably would have bought it for sure.
Seriously.
I did get a cool little Belgian pin that I put on my
You
like
did?
surf hat.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that was cool. I got a pin from each country.
So what was your first impression of Belgium? Was it like a really clean country? I mean, I like very, very environmentally conscious. Are there like litters and trash everywhere?
Yeah. Oh my God, they were pigs. No, I'm kidding. But
you Belgian.
It was so. Yeah, I'm gonna call you out. No, it was really clean. There was hardly any litter. I feel like Belgium is one of the countries that are far up there in advance when it comes to environmental advocacies. They did a really great job. It was very clean. They really take pride on their architecture as well and who they are as a city. So I appreciated that. It was very refreshing.
Mm-hmm. It is a beautiful country. Of course, you went to Greece. That was your, maybe your second time to Greece. How was Athens like? I've never been to Athens. I've always wanted to go to Athens. Convince me to go someday.
Athens, cool. Yeah. Okay, I will say they have these like Greek donuts. I forget what they're called though, but we ended up having them. Oh my God, they were so good. It was at a little spot, like very famous spot in Athens. Like line was throughout, like past the door. It was amazing. But Athens itself, it's a very, very, very old city, as you know.
It is very old.
Like very old. The architecture, yes, it was like I was walking back in time, because even though the people around me were modernized, everything else really wasn't. So just seeing the buildings, just how they continued standing, how they will be like slightly refurbished, but not like changing the integrity of the building. So it was just very old, and just being even at the ruins where I was at, behind you on your screen,
the Parthenon temple.
Yes, the Parthenon was amazing. Just being able to walk on those ruins, and just anytime I'm in a historical spot, I always like to stop and think, what happened under my feet, like 200 centuries ago, like 400 centuries ago, 800 centuries ago, like whatever happened in that spot, because it has that land has so much history. It's a cool exercise, I feel like, to think about. So I always try and travel back in time. And Athens was very easy to make the travel back in time.
Yeah. Actually, this is one of my favorite pictures of yours, a photo shoot in the background, with the Parthenon temple in the background. And I love that dress. I love that whole look, because it just blends well with the entire, background. So that's amazing.
It worked so well.
Yeah.
It worked out so well. Whenever I saw it, or whenever I brought it, I was like, okay, I definitely need to wear this whenever we go. And the sand color, the beige, like it just blended in so perfectly. I felt like that whole concept, it just was meant to happen. Like it was so easy.
Okay. Can we talk about Greek men?
Oh.
How are they?
This is weird. Okay. So we went to this nightclub, like this lounge. And usually whenever you go to like a club or a lounge, like there's like music going, you're like bumping, like dancing, whatever. This club, it was just this Greek man, older Greek man, singing like love songs, throwing roses out into the crowd. And we're just, it was unlike anything I've ever been at. Usually whenever you do a night out, like in America or even any other country, you're going like clubbing, This one, it was just very romantic and very, it was different. So it was very interesting. I will say Greek men, of course I kept my eye out, just in case I saw anything.
Did you see any Greek gods, by the way? Any Greek gods on the beach?
I tried so hard to find the Zeus. I tried so hard to find my Zeus. Unfortunately, was not able to, or even a Poseidon. So I'm going to have to go back next time and hold some auditions.
Oh, most definitely. Most definitely. You also went to Guatemala. Okay. I heard it's a beautiful country. I have a friend who used to live there. I think he lived there for 5 years, and he loved that country. Was that your first time in Guatemala too?
That was my first time in Guatemala. And oh my goodness, that trip, I want to say I don't want to choose favorites, but that trip was very special in a lot of ways, just because I was even by myself. So I didn't have another elemental queen with me. So it was really just me connecting with the Miss Earth Guatemala organization, which is the Miss Guatemala organization.
Right.
Javier and Carlos, absolutely amazing, beautiful souls. They felt so much like family, and they treated me literally like a queen, not like royalty, a beauty queen, like a royalty queen.
Yeah.
Yes, they were so giving and so caring, and just they wanted me. I could feel how much they genuinely wanted me to have a good time. They made me feel just an overwhelming amount of happiness and just gratitude. If I could do something just to thank them and show how much I appreciate their hospitality, I wish I could, but I feel like nothing can amount to what they've given me.
Did you have a chance to tour the colonial towns and cities? Because you have a lot of beautiful Spanish type architecture, I think. Yes,
we ended up going to Lake Atitlan. That is one of the lakes that was even nominated to be the next modern world wonder. Unfortunately, it fell short, which it shouldn't have, because it's absolutely stunning. It's one of the largest and deepest lakes in the Americas, I believe. Also, which is very fun, underneath the lake is basically an entire civilization that's underwater.
Yeah.
So it's basically like the real life Atlantis, which is really crazy to just think about. But we went through basically like 4 different towns or something along the lake. I learned a lot about their culture. We did some tours, ate some chocolate, not very nice, I bought some souvenirs.
I know you hate coffee.
I also...
You hate coffee, right? Because Guatemalan coffee is one of the best.
Yeah. I know. I ended up not trying the coffee. I should have, because I did hear about that. And I actually forgot about that. I should have tried it, but it completely slipped my mind.
That's fine.
They definitely knew I didn't like coffee, so that's probably why they didn't say anything.
Yeah.
But I will say I also jumped off a cliff there. I jumped off a 26-foot cliff. And I was terrified. Literally the moment my feet left the board, all the air left my body. Like I just felt like I couldn't even breathe, and like I haven't even hit the water yet. So it was terrifying. Also on the way down, I didn't land correctly, and I ended up bruising my entire side.
Oh dear.
Like from my knee to like my hip. Completely bruised. It was crazy. But it was definitely one of the more crazy things I've done. I would do it again, though, for sure.
Did you see any volcanoes? I mean, you could have, flung yourself onto the volcano. I offer myself as Miss Earth to the volcano goddess. Here, take me.
Here I am. And then I just fall back. I honestly, I was doing an interview there. And during the interview, they asked me, they were like, have you seen any volcanoes? And I'm like, I'm literally staring at 3 of them while I do this interview. They were right there. I wanted to so badly fling myself into one of them, but we couldn't do a volcano tour. I think it was, one of them was also even active. It's always active. So I think it would be so cool to just go into a volcano, because, it's a volcano. You would go into it, right? Yeah.
No,
who wouldn't?
Yeah, exactly.
No?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, never.
I would go into a volcano like that. If I had the opportunity.
If the volcano is dormant, yes, I might. But if it's active, no.
Active is kind of like you have a death wish if you're going into an active volcano.
I know,
but
right?
I want to experience everything, though. Even if it was active, but not too active, I'd be like, all right, I'd check you out. I'd see what you're about.
You have accomplished quite a lot, as a title holder. I've been following you all year round since you were crowned Miss Earth 2020, and you seem to be unstoppable. You're always very engaged in doing something. You're always doing this or that related to Mother Earth. Now, I know it's hard to just have maybe 2 or 3 favorite activities that you were involved with. Well, I'm going to ask you anyway. What were your 3 favorite activities that you were involved with as a title holder?
Oh, yes. So I would say I really did appreciate that collaboration with Greenpeace and Greenpeace Philippines, where we did that interview to really expose the gender inequality within climate change. And we interviewed young farmer activists. We spoke to typhoon survivors and just young climate activists. That was really amazing. I also enjoyed being able to lobby on Capitol Hill with WWF, which was just really incredible, being able to sit down and connect with really our legislative branch, the people that make a difference, that really just control our society. So being able to be a voice that was heard within our legislative branch was very unique and very impactful for me. And just being able, I guess, to create, my eco-ed series, as that's something I never thought I would see myself doing. It's not perfect, and there's a lot of changes I'd like to make. There's a lot of things that I would do differently, and but it was a learning experience, and I feel like we grow from those experiences. So the next time I do something similar to that, it would definitely be amplified and just elevated in a sense. So there were a lot of things that I really appreciated doing, and learning about hydroponics during my volunteering, volunteering at the farm, and just kind of crops. So that was all fun, and it's really hard to pick a favorite, but those are a couple ones, standout ones.
Do you have real live plants in your apartment or in your house that you raise, like vegetables and stuff?
I actually do have a hydroponic machine, which
I want one.
Little tomatoes. Yeah. And it's not like, there's a ton of different ones. There's ones that are like huge and like tall and like ginormous. This one is just like a little box one, and you can grow like tomatoes, whatever you see fit. And it's actually really cool to see the process as they grow without sunlight, because well, not sunlight, because there's artificial light. So it's but like without soil, just to be able to see how they can grow without that.
Well, of course, every title holder strain is not perfect. I mean, you experienced good things and bad things. What was the worst experience that you've ever encountered as this Earth? Come on, let's get personal.
Worst experience. Let's see.
Let's get personal.
Oh my goodness. I know. Let me actually think about this. I would say the worst thing. I mean, I guess we always have like haters and like bashers, whatever you want to call them, trolls on the internet. But I feel like I deal with that pretty easily because of the industry I'm in. So I've been critiqued by so many people before even Miss Earth, just about my appearance. So I would say, I guess maybe the people that really firmly believe or don't believe in me, that don't believe in the organization, that kind of discredit it. It's frustrating for sure, but I guess honestly that would have to be the downside, I guess, to reflect back on. That would probably be the worst thing. Honestly, there hasn't been many bad things, but I will say, even just within myself, because I'm so hard on myself, I really do feel like I could have done so much more. I could have just accomplished a lot more. I could have just gotten my hands a little bit more dirty. So just always wanting more has been a big critique just from myself.
Yeah, I was wondering about that, because when I found out that, this year's competition is going to be virtual again, I said to myself, well, can we just like extend Lindsey's reign for another year, and then wait until this pandemic is over, and then we can have the real physical. You know what I mean? I don't mind you, extending your reign for a second year, because you've done a lot of incredible things, and people love you. People love you now, So, okay, carousel connections, no more virtual pageants, okay? Please. Now, this
is definitely going to be the last one, for sure.
Okay. Now, you finally met Roxie Baeyens, Miss Earth Water 2020 in New York City. How was that like? How was that experience like?
Yeah. That was, so many people thought that something big was going down when they found out that we were in the same city. And I had to unfortunately tell them, I'm like, no, nothing's happening. Like, she's just here. It's a coincidence. She's here visiting her sister. So whenever I found that out, I immediately messaged her, and she was like, I was about to message you. And I was like, you're here. We need to meet. She's like, yes. So we ended up meeting at Bryant Park at the holiday shops. Yeah. And it was, oh my goodness, she's so cute. She's so sweet. And like, she's so tiny. I just wanted to like pick her up, which I did. I literally picked her up. She's so cute. She's so sweet. Like whenever you talk to her, like, and then this is also funny because during the competition, when I would see her, I mean, I don't know who she is. I just know who she's coming off as, like during the pageant. And she always came off very sweet and very just like friendly and kind. And I even told her this in person. I was like, I saw how sweet you were on like line in the pageant, but I was like, is that just a strategy? Is she really that sweet? I don't know. That could just be a tactic. Right, and I told her that, and I was like, oh my God, no, though. You're actually genuinely sweet. Like she's a very kind, loving person. She radiates just a very soft energy. So she is who she like came off as, which was very refreshing to see. So it went great. I love talking to her.
That's amazing. You know, of course, a lot of Miss Earth fans would have wanted all, you know, you and your elemental queens in a photograph together, all in one frame. Hopefully that will happen next year in the Philippines when they invite all four of you, you know, to attend next year's pageant. You know, that would be awesome. And you've never been to the Philippines, have you? You've never been to the Philippines?
I've never been to the Philippines.
Oh, okay. Well, talk about being treated as royalty. Filipino.
I know. I'm going to have to get me and my sister. I hope so. I'm gonna bring me and my covenant over to the Philippines.
There you go. So, what's next for Lindsey Coffee after Miss Earth?
What's next?
Yes. What's
next? Oh boy, I think about that a lot.
Yeah, you're closing a chapter and opening a new one.
I know, it's very sad, but I'm very focused on the future. I really want to just involve myself more with the organizations that I'm a part of, that I volunteer with. I want to be more of just a hands-on active member. I do have some projects that I'm working on that I would like to introduce hopefully sometime next year. A lot of it takes a lot of time, a lot of planning, a lot of prepping, getting funding. So there are projects in the work. I'm very excited to just see what we can accomplish and where our motivation gets us. So I'm very, very excited. I think that we do have a lot in store, and I'm hoping that everyone sticks around to just kind of see what we do. So fingers crossed that, you know, we have that support system.
Well, you know what? I can see you hosting a future Miss Earth pageant. That would be so nice. Yes.
Oh, hosting.
That would be.
You think I'd be a good host?
Sure. That would be amazing. Yeah. Christmas is just 5 weeks away. What is your Christmas wish?
Why is it so close? My Christmas wish is to push it back. Like, give us longer. Like, it's crazy. I don't know. My Christmas wish is world peace.
Oh, please. That's not going to happen in our lifetime. I just wish for more opportunity, not just for me, but for everyone. I really wish for 2022 to open their doors, open windows for us to climb through, just opportunities that we can take advantage of, really kind of live a calmer life, a happier life, a more ambitious life, and just open that pathway to everyone that's willing to put in the work to get there. What about you? What is yours? Well, my wish is for, I don't know, maybe a new car, a bigger house. You know, I'm a very materialistic person. I'm just kidding. You know what? All I wish is good health, a good, long, happy, healthy life. Not just for myself, but for all my loved ones as well. So yeah, that'd be great. Yeah. Where are you spending Christmas? With your family?
Yes, I'll probably be in Pittsburgh, in my Centerville, in my hometown. Yeah. So that's probably where you'll find me. What about you? Where are you going?
Well, here in Massachusetts. Where else? It's the best state in the country. You know what I mean? It's like what?
I mean, Massachusetts is amazing. I will say your roads need a little bit of work. There's a lot of this.
Have you been to Boston? You've never been to Boston, have you? Have you been to Boston?
Oh, I've been to Boston.
You've been to Boston.
I've been to Boston. The roads are crazy.
Well, come visit me in spring. Come visit me in spring. We'll have a lot of fun. So I'll drive you around.
Yes, let's go back to Martha's Vineyard. Yes,
Oh,
we can go to Cape
you know
Cod.
what? I've never been to Martha's Vineyard. Can you imagine? I've never been to Martha's Vineyard.
Martha's Vineyard is so pretty. It is so cute. It is so tiny. And like the houses, like the gingerbread houses is what they like to call it.
I've seen that.
I don't know. And there's a school on on Martha's Vineyard. It's just like their own little community.
Yeah.
It's beautiful. It's so cool.
Have you been to Provincetown? Provincetown
No,
is it's like a gay town. It's predominantly gay people live there, but it's so cool. It's very artistic, whatnot.
No, but I need to go. Sounds fun. Yeah,
I'll take you there, honey.
that sounds like a good time. Are there drag shows? I love drag shows.
There are a lot of drag shows, and they're so much fun to watch. So I'll definitely take you there one of these days. So, listen.
Good.
Before I let you go, I know you have a very busy schedule, and I'm really, really grateful that we have a chance to chat again. I know you're very busy, but before I let you go, would you like to say something like a message to all your lovely followers out there on Earth and all over the world? Go, Lindsey, baby.
Of course. Thank you. Firstly, thank you so much. I had so much fun in this interview. I love our interviews together. It's always such a good time. So thank you for having me. And thank you everyone who's watching, who has supported me and just supported our mission throughout my reign. Honestly, we had no idea what we were doing. This was an unprecedented path. We just kind of chose to walk down it blindly just to see how it went, who was going to help us, and you guys were with us through thick and thin, really standing by us, guiding us, supporting us. So thank you so much, because my reign would not have been what it was if it weren't for you guys. So from the bottom of my heart, this was a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity that all of you made so special. Like literally, it was you that have made this reign what it was. So thank you guys so much for taking the time, the energy, giving me your support, giving me your love. It means more to me than you will ever know. So thank you guys so much. Mwah, I love you guys so much.
Thank you, darling. And listen, I wish you the best of luck. Hopefully, when you get to crown, or actually, no, not you, but Marissa Butler, when she gets to crown her successor as Miss Earth USA, you will be there, and hopefully I will be there. So we'll finally hook up and meet each other.
Oh, yes. Wait. You're going to be there in Orlando?
Well, I hope so. It's in January,
in January?
Right? I hope so. I'm crossing my fingers.
Oh, my goodness.
So we'll see.
Oh my God, let's hang out. I'm so excited. Okay. Oh my God, I'm going to be able to hug you.
So for now, all we can do is just virtual hugs.
Yes.
And virtual air kisses. And Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Be safe, and I will talk to you soon. And I love you, darling.
Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. Love you so much.
Thank you, darling.
Thank you for having me.
Bye. All right.